Okay, guys, Friday Facebook Live. Here we go. One of my all-time most viewed videos ever. I actually did 5 years ago called the Upsell Hotel. Yeah, I can't believe it was 5 years. In fact, I had to go back and watch. And hi, Liz. I had to go back and watch to see what I said because I didn't even remember. I have just moved on from there. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Catherine. Good to see you guys. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle this in your team pages because this is selling basics. This is how to go from lash products to skincare to foundation to color products. This is everything that you need to know because, guys, guess what? If you're just selling the 4D, now, mind you, I got to black status and beyond just selling mascara, okay? It is still possible to do that. The more you talk about it, whatever you talk about the most, like if you think about it, ask some of the top sellers that you know, how do you sell so much of whatever? It's because it's the product that they talk about the most, okay? This is your best tool right here. The more you talk, the more you type, the more you're gonna sell. But the thing is, this is a $29 sale. If you coupled this $29 sale with a $20 Uology cloth to remove that makeup, you've just got yourself a $49 sale. So if every single $29 customer also bought something safe and effective to remove their mascara, boom, you almost doubled your sales, okay? So in any industry, in any business, people are selling. How many of you out there, raise your hand if you've been a waitress? Those people who have never worked in the food service industry may not realize that when your waitress comes up and asks if she can get you something to drink, like a cocktail, when she offers appetizers and when she offers dessert, she is upselling. When you go to McDonald's and they say, would you like fries with that? Guys, they didn't always say that. And then somebody piped up with the idea that, wait a minute, we could be making more money on every single sale. Would you like fries with that? Do you feel sold to when somebody says, do you like fries with that? No. You think, oh, they think that I forgot. So they're like, oh, did you want fries? Oh, no, right? You're thankful because what if you did forget fries, guys? What if you did forget fries and you get your bag and you drive away and then you're like, there are no fries in this bag. Wouldn't you have been very grateful to that person? It's the same in our business. It's exactly the same in our business, okay? So what we're going to do today, and I'm watching, it's so funny. So I'm looking back, 5 years later now, I'm looking back on Upsell Hotel. And first of all, every single product except for Glorious Primer, we no longer sell. So that speaks a lot to the cosmetics industry. Everything is always changing. So 5 years from now, everything that I'm talking about here will probably be different. And you know what? It should be, because the beauty industry is just like the technology industry. Beauty is based on technology and new ingredients. Better technology improves the quality of ingredients. So I would hope and expect that all of this will be changing. Okay, so I just want to lay that framework for you right off the bat. Any changes, any discontinuations, any sort of anything, it's because the technology train has left the station and we need to catch up. And you can't get the new without getting rid of the old, okay? Some of those products, I was just like, oh my gosh, I thought it was thebomb.com. I had no idea because we've come so far, okay? So again, it is stately. Yes, Kendra, thank you. So sprinkle this into your team pages. This is the Upsell Hotel Reboot Edition, the 2020 edition. And I'm going to redo the floors of the hotel because as I was watching my old one, I was looking at it and I'm thinking, oh, no, don't do that. Oh, God, no, you should have done it this way. You should have done it, right? I'm like talking and mad at myself. So the ground floor of the Upsell Hotel, the basic foundation upon which our entire business has been built, are lash products. 4D Epic Esteem Lash Serum and our lash primer. Okay? That is how I get these babies. Some days I'm doing, like today, I do my lash primer. Since quarantine, I've been really good at using my lash primer. I'm very proud of myself, and my lashes show for it 1 to 2 times a day even. But today I'm using my primer with my 4D. Yesterday I had it on with the Epic mascara. It gives just a different look, but still beautiful, and I love them all, okay? So this is the ground floor because this is what most of your customers are buying. This is the easiest thing to sell online is lash products because you don't have to color match, you don't have to skin type. Every woman, even women who don't wear makeup, love to have long lashes. It's a one step and it's fantastic. This is our flagship product. It is what we sell the most of. So everyone is walking into your hotel on the ground floor, and your goal is to get them up into the upper levels, okay? So this is, and we tease and call this the gateway drug. If you are new to the business, if you are nervous, if you don't really have confidence in yourself to sell anything else or to even sell, period, lash. Focus on the lashes because you don't, like I just said, you don't have to color match, you don't have to skin type, you don't even have to use your own pictures, okay? You don't have to use your own pictures. You can use the hashtag 4D4me, the number 4, okay? 4D4me, and you show this on all different lashes, all different ethnicities. Show what this looks like and how gorgeous it is on every single woman on the planet. You sell it, and that's it. Okay? If you're new or if you're nervous, focus on this bad boy, and that's it. And then you know what? When you follow up with your customer, that's when you can take them into the upper levels. That's when you can work on the Upsell Hotel. Okay, so everyone comes in, they're on the first floor. We're working with lash products. Well, how do you get that customer from the lash products into the other products that we offer? So I'll tell you, women are the most loyal. This is a scientific fact that women are the most loyal to their mascara, to their skincare, and to their foundation products, okay? And think about yourself. You are more likely to, on an impulse purchase, grab a new eyeshadow, some blush, a lipstick, without giving it a ton of thought. Like, oh, that's pretty. Okay, I'll try that, right? You are much less likely to switch mascara brands because once you find one that you love, you're going to stick with it. And we have something that nobody else has. No one has it. You have it. Your friends, your family, your customers, you are the only place where they can get this. So understand that. That is an amazing gift that you have. So they're less likely to change their mascara. They're less likely to change their skincare or their foundation because those products take a lot more research, a lot more thought. And again, once somebody finds something that they love, they're going to stick with it. Now, the way you get your customer from a mascara to the second floor of your hotel, your second floor, in my opinion, the next step is skincare. I go straight from lashes to skincare. I don't go from lashes to makeup. The reason is because your makeup only looks as good as your skin. okay? If I had ratchety skin and I put my foundation on, it would look like ratchety foundation. So if you have a customer that comes to you, I'll get more into this in a minute, but if you have customers that come to you and they're like, I don't really like the way this foundation is looking on me and whatever, and their skin looks flaky, the foundation is revealing what the skin looks like, okay? So I ask my customer, this is the most important question, and you need to write this down, the most important question you could ever ask your customer, okay? What are you using to remove your eye makeup? Hey, Karen, what are you using to remove your makeup? It can be eye makeup, it can just be makeup in general, okay? You don't lead the witness. You don't say, hey, Karen, have you ever tried our Uology cleansing cloths? Hey, Karen, have you ever tried our Uology cleanser? No, you don't say that, because you never want to ask a yes or no question. Those are close-ended questions. Anything someone can respond yes or no to, it's out the window. You want a conversation to continue to happen. So you say, hey, Karen, what are you using to remove your makeup? And Karen's going to say, well, I don't. I wash my face this is so common. I wash my face in the shower in the morning. I just rinse off whatever's on my face in the shower. Karen, seriously. For me, I always go to humor. And it's just part of my personality. You have to be authentic to who you are. I enjoy comedy. So I might say, Karen, you're hurting me right now. You're causing me physical pain right now, Karen. Did you know that for every night you go to bed without removing your makeup, it ages you 7 days? Mary Kay said it, the woman Mary Kay. She's an icon. I believe her, and I believe her research. For every day that you go to bed without taking off your makeup, it ages you 7 days. Clean that skin, Karen. Karen, come on. So, and I like to leave my customer an out. So let's say Karen says to me, oh, I have this great cleanser. I have this whole cleansing system that I'm using and I really love it, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you know what? Karen loves it. I'm not going to fight with Karen. I want Karen to be happy no matter what product she's using, because to me, the relationship with Karen is the most important thing beyond a sale. Because long term, I'm her girl. And long term, she's going to be using Uology. But for right now, as long as Karen is taking care of her skin, I'm happy. And I say, listen, Karen. Good. Okay, fantastic. I just wanted to make sure that you had something really good that you like. Next time you need a refill, let me know, because I have a wonderful skincare quiz and our skincare is customizable for you. I might even send her the link. Not for right now. You don't need to purchase it now, Karen. Here, check out this link. It's really cool. But just whenever you need a refill, or if you ever feel like trying something new, give Karen an out, okay? You are the information booth. This is what I have on the menu. If you would like it, that's wonderful, right? No, it's not a good idea to fight with Karen. Karen knows. Karen is telling us right now. Sorry, Karen. I don't know why. It makes me giggle, and I just love to use the name Karen. So listen, you do not want to upset Karen, okay? Because she will bring it. So, Karen, just let me know, okay? Now, if Karen says to you, oh, I use baby oil, or I use Vaseline, oh God, you would not believe how many women that's the case. Like, it sometimes will blow your mind. Now, listen, and let me just say, you don't have to worry about the response and not knowing. You don't want to have to worry about Karen's response and not knowing how to respond to her, because that's the beauty of being online. And you have over 1 million yesties and people that you can go to and you can ask about what to recommend next. what to recommend for her. Again, you have the Uology skincare quiz that is in your back office on the Uology page, and they answer their own questions and they create their own ology. I create Sharyology. With my cleanser, I add my 3 boosters. With my my serum, I've got my, so we start with the cleanser, wash my face, I spritz it with our toner. I love the grapefruit. Rose water is beautiful too. I use a little bit of serum, and then I use this is my day cream. I just put some new day cream together today, and I chose my 3 boosters. Now, you can write your 3 boosters on your jars. There's spots on each one to write your boosters, so you know. I used to do that. I don't do that anymore because, why? Because I don't care. Because I take the skincare quiz every time I need to restock my Uology. I take the skincare quiz to see, because as your skin improves, your needs will change. As the seasons change, your needs will change. So people tend to be more oily in the summer. They tend to be drier in the winter. That's just usually how it goes. So that's why I don't write it down. But you can. And each one comes with your cutie little thing, right? So I create Sharyology. So now we've asked how she removes her makeup, and that tells us a ton of information. So if she's using something that's really oily, I'll say, Karen, have you ever noticed that your that your eye makeup doesn't last throughout the day? Do you ever get creasing and fading? Oh my gosh, how'd you know? Karen, you're not supposed to use oily products on your eyes without washing your face after. And for sure, you don't want to use anything with mineral oil in it, right? Because that it leaves a residue. Vaseline and baby oil, they leave a residue that you just cannot get rid of. It leaves a residue for weeks, actually, if you were to look microscopically. Not good, Karen, not good. So you need to make sure you're using a really good cleanser. I have a really good cleanser. If you need one, here's the link. It's really cool. You get to create your own. And I send her the link. Is that salesy? No. I'm offering a service to her, because how annoying is it, guys, if you thought that you had to deal with creasing and fading makeup all day long? Okay, that would just, forget about it, right? Now, we start with the skincare because we want your skin, we want the canvas to be in the best condition possible before moving on to foundation products, okay? That's the 3rd floor. So let me just tell you, in cosmetics, typically there are 3 major categories. There's, for us, lash is its own category, okay? But in other businesses, there's treatment products, which is all of the skincare, and there's color. So anything with color, right? Your foundation and your blush and your eyeshadow and all of that. For the sake of the Upsell Hotel, I like to keep the mascara on the 1st floor, because that is the gateway. That's what brings people into this business. This is the product that we have that nobody else has. So that is your 1st floor. Your 2nd floor is your Uology, okay? That's your skincare. Your 3rd floor in my hotel, that's your foundation products, okay? That's your foundation products. I have the stick on today. That's your spray foundation, all of your lovely foundation products, okay? That's your 3rd floor. Your 4th floor, in my opinion, is going to be all of the other color items. It's going to be your lipstick, your eyeshadow. It's going to be your blush, your highlighter, your lip liner, all of that stuff, okay? And then we have some outlying products, and I'll get to those. Those would be like your masks, your setting powder, and all of that. Those are the kinds of things that you get into after the basics because you're troubleshooting, okay? So how do you get from a skincare product to the foundation? Well, one thing that I'm always going to be saying to my customer when I'm talking about skincare is your makeup will only look as good as your skin. So I'm kind of introducing that concept to them, right? And I'm like, what are you using to remove your makeup? And then she tells me. And then I said, okay, because I just want to make sure you're using some good stuff because your makeup will only look as good as your skin. And I'm having that conversation with her. And then maybe I'm saying to her, one thing that is really effective into moving into different categories is when you assume that someone is already using a particular product. For example, I might say, hey, Karen, what face primer do you use? Now, guys, listen, most women don't use face primer. They don't know what it is. They don't know why they need it, okay? So, what face primer do you use? And she'll go, what? Face primer, which one do you use? Oh, I don't use a face primer. Oh, okay. Do you know what a face primer is? I'm asking her questions. And one great way to explain it is everybody knows when you paint a wall, everybody's painted a wall before, right? I mean, has anybody out there not ever painted a wall? Okay. So you put primer on the wall first. And the primer, it helps so that when you do put the paint on top of the primer, it goes on smoother, it looks smoother, the color is more true. That's what a face primer does. Now, I get asked a lot from other presenters, okay, now we have 3. We used to just have this guy, and it was easy peasy. And this is also an eye primer as well. We do sell a separate eye primer, but you can use this for both. Then we introduced our hydrating primer. Look at, you can tell I've really been using that boy. And then our mattifying primer. And I get presenters that are very stressed out because they're like, Jerry, I don't know what primer to use. I don't know what primer to tell my customers to use. Well, what do I tell her? What do I tell her? Guys, it doesn't matter. They all do the same thing. They all do the same thing. It doesn't matter. If you are nervous and you don't know what to recommend, stick with the original. It's good for everybody in all skin types. If your customer is oily, if she gets shiny, she's going to tell you. Oily people will always tell you about their oily skin. Dry people will always tell you about their dry skin. So if she's oily, she's going to want a matte look. Okay? You can also, let's just say you haven't had the skincare conversation with her yet. Primer is the doorway to that conversation because you can say, Karen, what face primer do you use? Or, Karen, do you already have a face primer that you love? What's she talking about, face primer? I've never used a face. What the heck's a face primer? What's a face primer, Sherry? Oh, well, a face primer is something that it preps your skin. Kind of like when you use a primer on the wall, you got to use primer before you paint your room. Same kind of thing. So you start into that conversation and you say, listen, let me ask you a question. What kind of skin do you have? Do you know? What kind of skin do you have? She's like, oh, I don't know. Send her the Uology quiz. Let me send you this quiz, answer some of these questions, and then tell me what the answers are that you get. And that's going to tell you. Does she need something that's more hydrating? You can ask her, okay, now here's the deal. If she says she doesn't know what kind of skin she has, she's not dry and she's not oily. Because people who are dry and oily, they know it, and they're going to tell you. Stick with this guy. But if she says, ugh, my makeup slides off my face. Karen, what primer are you using? What? I'm not using primer. Mattifying. Karen, it's going to keep a matte look. It's going to keep you from getting shiny, and it's going to keep your... Okay, sorry, I cut out. It's going to keep you from getting shiny, and it's going to keep your makeup on all day. Plus, this is an outlier. This is a problem solver. I've got setting spray. Or I've got setting powder. Sherry, what the heck is that? Girlfriend, you have been suffering with shiny skin all this time. You know what's funny? Dry skin. So like I can see a little bit of shine on my face, but I'm more of a dry skin, so I like it. Dry skin wants a dewy look, and the dewy, oily people want a matte look. It's just like the straight hair girls want the curly hair, and the curly hair girls want the straight hair. Everybody wants what they don't have. Blondes want to be brunette. No, I don't think blondes ever want to be brunette. whatever. Brunettes have a lot of fun too. Okay, so primer. Primer bridges the gap between skincare and your foundation products, okay? So that's how we get people. Think of this like the elevator. That's the elevator that's going to get us from the second floor of skincare to the third floor of foundation products, okay? Now, along with these foundation products, I'm going to say, do you need the brush that goes with that? Do you need the brush that goes with that? Do you need the brush that goes with that? We have all different kinds of brushes. Now listen, let me address out of stocks for a second, okay? Especially because of the fact that our company grew by, it's more than this now, but in 50 days, okay, in just a little over 6 weeks, we grew by 100,000 people. That is 100,000 beauty boxes that have 15 products in each. Plus, 30,000 of those people turned around and made sales and made additional purchases. So that is a ton of product that is flying out the door. We have now launched ourselves into what appears to be a second hypergrowth. Hypergrowth doesn't happen. It doesn't happen with most companies even once. We're heading into a second one, which is very exciting, but there's going to be out of stock issues, okay? For different reasons. Just from sheer volume of new people coming in to the business and wanting to be discount customers, okay? Now, when I worked behind a cosmetic counter and a customer would come, listen, out of stocks, trust me, if you've ever tried to buy anything at a cosmetic counter, 50% of the time they don't have what you want in stock. So what I started doing is, let's say that a customer wanted a foundation. I would figure out the formula that she needed, okay? Now, these actually, people will have different preferences. I've found that these are pretty good for all skin types, especially if you're using the proper primer, the setting spray, but whatever. So let's just say that my customer comes, let's say I'm working at a counter and she comes up and she wants a spray foundation. Oh, awesome. Okay, hold on a second. I would have her wait and I would go over to the drawer and I would open the drawer and I would look at all the colors that I have in stock, okay? A rookie would color match her, pick the color they liked the best, and go grab that color for her. And that color would be out of stock. Okay? When you've been in the biz for a while, because here's what I understand, especially with unique foundations, every customer can wear up to 6 colors. Guys, it is possible to wear as many as 6 colors. Now, there will probably be 3 of those colors that look the best, okay? But you seriously could wear, and especially with the liquid, you can wear so many different shades. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out the formula that she's interested in. Now I'm going to go check and see what's in stock. And of what is in stock, I'm going to recommend the best color for her, okay? Because if I am a customer and I go to a counter, am I going to be aggravated, or if your customer is coming to you and she wants you to recommend a color for her, she's going to be really aggravated if you don't have what she needs. You're not doing her a disservice by picking her foundation according to what is in stock. You're actually doing her a service. And every time she comes back to you for a refill, you need to say to her, listen, let's make sure this is still the best color for you. Okay? If it's a really popular shade that she happens to be, I'm going to say to her, Karen, listen, you happen to be one of the most popular shades, so either stock up and have a backup, or when you are about halfway done or a third of the way done, buy another one. Like next month, get another one just to keep it as a backup. Always keep one rolling. And then that way you never have to worry about being out of stock, okay? But like I said, everybody can wear anywhere from 3 to 6 shades. So you should be able to make it happen. If we're out of every single shade in whatever formula, guys, if you made me choose which formula to stick with, I couldn't. It just depends on my mood. I love them all. I love them all. So if I know that most of the shades in the spray are out, I'm not even going to talk about the spray with Karen. I'm going to talk to Karen about the stick, or I'm going to talk to her about the liquid, right? Same with the brushes. If we don't have the kabuki brush, where's my kabuki? Here's my kabuki. If I don't have the kabuki brush, then I'm going to talk to her about the liquid foundation brush, or I'm going to talk to her about the concealer brush. Okay? This one I love because I can get under here, right? And it also works great for powder. So, but again, when I'm talking to Karen, I'm like, hey, Karen, do you need the brush that goes with that? Do you need the brush that goes with that? You're kind of assuming in a way, right? Okay. So now Karen has beautiful lashes. Her skin is impeccable. She's got her foundation. Let me just reiterate what I said earlier. If she comes to you and says, Sherry, I don't know if I like this foundation because look at my skin, and she shows you a picture, and there's anything that is not flawless about her skin, it's not the foundation, okay? Like, I was going to use this example. If I go try on a crop top and it doesn't look good on me because my gut's hanging out, it's not the crop top's fault. You see, your foundation is the crop top. It's not the crop top's fault. It's Chick-fil-A. We blame Chick-fil-A. We blame those fries that you just added on, okay? That's what we blame. It's not Chick-fil-A's fault. No. It's the crop top. I mean, right? You can't blame the crop top. So I'm going to say to her, oh, you know what that is, Karen? You need to exfoliate. You need the exfoliating mask, or you need the skin perfecting mask, or your skin looks dehydrated. You need the hydrating mask, or you need the bright, whatever it is. Karen, you need a mask, girlfriend. You need a mask. I love the exfoliating mask. I feel like it's always the right place to start. Get rid of all those dry skin cells so that whatever you put on top absorbs all of your skincare. Like if you put your moisturizer on and it's just like sitting on the surface and you can't get it to absorb, you've got a layer of dead skin cells in the way. So use the exfoliating mask. But guess what? What if the exfoliating mask is out of stock? I'm going to go look in the back office and I'm going to see out of what I have in stock, what is great for Karen. Because we also have the, this guy, what do we call it now? The perfecting mask, right? That's our clay oxygen mask. Our charcoal oxygen mask. That's also a great one. These are the problem solvers. These are the outliers, okay? Right? Yes, Marcy, my crop tops are in a timeout too. Remember the 90s when it was crop tops and then the low hugger pants? Good Lord. That's a whole other Oprah right there. All right, so we are currently on the 3rd floor. First floor is mascara. Second floor is skincare. 3rd floor, that's your foundation. 4th floor, all your color products. Here we go. Stately Lippy, got my eyes, got all of this. People are less loyal to this sort of stuff. It's fun. It's an impulse purchase. When I first was in cosmetics, it's all I wanted to sell. I didn't want to sell the boring mascaras and the skincare or even the foundations. I didn't even really care about that. I cared about eye color. I cared about the pop. That's what was fun to me, right? That's what was fun, playing dress up. That's the case with most of your younger customers because if they don't have skin issues yet, or they never had skin issues, they're not going to be as excited about skincare. But you can also tell them, listen, for every night you go to bed and you don't clean your face, you don't wash it, then you've just aged 7 days. And that may not mean a lot to you at 25, but it's going to mean a lot to you at 35 and 45 and 55. Absolutely, it's going to mean so much. It's going to be like the most important thing ever. So make sure you're using really good quality products. Okay. And like eyes. Isn't that fun? Totally fun. But here's the deal. So let's say your customer wants a lipstick. Always, and look, there are going to be people that are just going to make purchases, click the link and make their purchase, okay? So you're not going to always be having a conversation with them before they make the purchase. Although what's really great, if you can the goal is to create a relationship with Karen, okay? If you can create that relationship with Karen, then you can add items to your cart, and then at the bottom at checkout, it says share the cart. Share that cart with Karen and say, Karen, listen, I know you just bought Stately liquid lipstick. Do you need the lip liner that goes with that? Now, again, it's always a good practice in any business, and this is what I used to say, unless I knew for sure what color I had in stock. Like this one is what? This is Posh. If I knew that I had Posh in stock, I would say, do you need the Posh liner that goes with that? Sometimes if it's not a name, so if it's not like Berry, okay? It's not like the name of a color that sounds like a color, like this Posh. Who knows what Posh is? It doesn't tell you what color it is, okay? So the customer may not know what you're talking about. So it's easier just to be generic and say, did you need the lip liner that goes with that? Did you need, I saw you bought the 8 palette of the neutrals. Sorry. Did you need the liner that goes with that? Always ask. If she buys, a lot of customers use our stick foundation for contour. You can say, hey, did you need the highlight powder that goes with that? You're just asking. No, I don't need it. I'm fine. Okay, just wanted to make sure. If you've never used it, next time you're in the market for it, let me know because it's fantastic. I can help you pick a great color. You're just offering. You're just asking, did you want fries with that? You're not saying, you need to get fries. You're just saying, I just want to make sure. Did you need fries with that? I just want to make sure. Did you need the liner that goes with that? I saw you just bought your powder or when she's talking about, I saw you just bought your foundation. Did you need a powder to go with that? Always. And here's the thing. If you know of something that is being discontinued, it doesn't mean you can't sell it right now. It takes a very long time to go through these products. And by the next time she would need something, you might have something else. And you can say, oh, Karen, you know what? Our powder's got an upgrade. Oh, you know what, Karen? Our whatever. Our lip liner's got an upgrade. We have a new color now that goes with that. You can make anything work. And the colors don't have to match exactly. Honestly, I could pair, if I like Stately, but I want it more red, I'm going to use a red liner with it. And you might think, ooh, Sherry, that's really ugly. You know what? This is how you do it. You line your lips and you color your lip in with the color. Add the lipstick on top. They mix together and it pulls the red out of this. If it's too bright, then I may mix more of a nude lips, color it in, add the lipstick on top, and I'm going to blend it. Okay? This is why that surprise beauty box, anybody can wear any of the colors. It's all how you blend, and it's all about just if it's too dark, if it's too bright, add something else that you already have. There's not a woman in this planet that doesn't have a drawer full of makeup. But as you can understand, the reason this is the 4th floor, I don't really care. Honest truth. I don't really care if my customer wears my brand of lipstick or blush or even eyeshadow. Although I will tell you that I threw away, I don't want to throw a brand under the bus, but you know those really big palettes with all the different colors, the very famous name, don't say it. So I gave them to my nieces when I realized how great our eye colors were because they were too powdery and I felt like I had to use so much. Even some of the other big name brands, I threw them away because they didn't have enough pigment in them. They had too much powder and they didn't last. That's what I love about our stuff. If your customer has eyeshadow that they love. Oh no, I really love this palette that I have. Da, 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 da. Oh, okay, great. Good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. What primer do you use with that? Primer? What's primer? I'm going to talk to her about eye primer. But you know what else I might do? I might say to her, look, we have an eye primer or we have a face and eye primer. You can use it for both. Face primer, yes, it helps to smooth out your skin. It fills in any imperfections. So when you go to use your spray foundation or any of your liquid or stick foundations, now you see I'm throwing in spray, liquid, stick, because she may not realize there is such a thing as a stick foundation or a spray foundation. She might think, what's that? I want to like drop, you're like dropping little carrots for her to follow. Spray foundation, what's that? Now, if I'm sold out of spray foundation, am I going to talk about it? No. I'm going to talk about the stick foundation. Stick foundation. Oh, Karen, holy cow. This is fantastic. I just dot it around on my face and then I use my kabuki brush or I use my concealer brush, my powder brush, concealer brush to blend it in. And I use the small end to get underneath. What? What is that? Okay, here, let me send you a quick video. You know what? I'm going to go live on Facebook and I'm going to tag Karen in that. And then I'm going to send it to her in Messenger if she didn't see that, right? And I'm going to show her how I use it underneath, how I use a lighter color underneath maybe, and I use this on the rest. And what's so great about this is if you travel, please, Lord, let us travel again someday soon. If you travel, this does not count as one of your liquids. I love to travel carry-on only. Throw this in my bag, and I don't have to worry about it spilling. I don't have to worry about putting it in my little 1-quart bag. This is my go-to when I travel. So then you start getting into all this other stuff, and then she'll say, oh, you know what? I don't like to wear foundation because it never looks good on me. Well, why? What's happening? It's an open-ended question. And now she's going to start talking to me. Karen wants to be tagged. Now she's going to start talking to me about, oh, well, my skin always looks bumpy or my skin always looks flaky. Karen, that's fixable. Did you know that? Did you know that that's fixable? Karen, you need a good mask. What mask do you usually use? A mask? I never use a mask. What? Karen, you should at least use a mask once every 2 weeks, ideally once a week. It's fantastic. And especially the exfoliating mask, because you put it on, you scrub it in, you leave it for 5 minutes, and then you hop in the shower. Sometimes I'll put it on, and then I'll brush my teeth, and then I hop in the shower and I rinse it away. And my skin is fresh as a newborn baby. What? I need that. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And you know what? You don't worry about selling the entire line to them in your first conversation. The most important thing is that Karen becomes your friend and Karen knows you're there for her. Okay? So let's say Karen tries a mask. And then she says, oh my gosh, Sherry, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love the way my skin looks. Now my foundation looks even better. That's wonderful. And I'll say, awesome, Karen. I'm so, so happy. By the way, what do you use to remove your eye makeup? Or your makeup, your foundation? What do you use to remove your foundation? Oh, and then here we go, right? We start all over like we did in the beginning. And then she says, oh, I just rinse it off in the morning in the shower. Or, oh, I'm too tired at night. Karen, put these next to your bed. I actually have a set of this, so I keep it here at my bathroom sink, but I also keep a package of these downstairs in my downstairs bathroom because sometimes when I'm watching TV, you know how it is when you're watching TV and you're like, I'm so tired. I'm too tired to even get up and go to bed. So then the odds of you removing your makeup are getting slimmer and slimmer. That's when I go into the bathroom and I grab one of these and I at least take my makeup off downstairs. Then when I come upstairs, it's so super fast to just wash my face. I use 2 pumps, wash my face. I take my toner, spritz it. God, it smells fantastic. A little bit of this guy. It's like 3 minutes. It takes me, I use my night cream, but it takes me 3 minutes. Yeah. Treat yourself, Karen. Treat yourself. Okay? You guys understanding? So it's super easy to take it from first floor to to second floor to third floor, and then fourth floor is all of your other color products. The fourth floor will not build a business. The fourth floor will not create raving fans. They may love it, but they're not going to be as loyal to it, because if they happen to be at Sephora, if they happen to be standing in line somewhere and they see something, oh, let me try this one. Oh, I like this one. Oh, okay. So I don't worry about if they are buying lip liners, eyeliners, lipsticks, blush, eyeshadows, even brow. Okay, yay. I mean, yay if they do. It's okay if they don't. So I don't get myself all up in a tizzy if they're using something else or if something is out of stock, because that's not what builds my business. Lash products build your business. Uology builds your business. Foundations, might as well pick them all up while I'm here. Foundations build your business, okay? Everything else is extra. Am I gonna get super upset if any one of these brushes that I love, if any one of these brushes is out of stock? No, because how often do you buy a brush? How often do you buy a brush? I don't even remember how much this brush is, but let's just say that this brush is 40 bucks, okay? I'm gonna make $10. The average presenter will make 10 bucks on this brush, which is awesome. Oh my gosh, you sell this and you make 10 bucks? That's fantastic. And then what? When is somebody gonna buy another one of these brushes? Not for forever. You're better off selling foundation. You're better off selling skincare. You're better off selling lash products. Make sense? I hope this makes sense. Now, I want to send a thank you out to whomever it was that sent me a message and asked if I would redo the Upsell Hotel, because honestly, it was not on my radar. If you guys ever see anything that you want me to do or redo, please don't hesitate, because I'm pulled in a million different directions, and so sometimes I'm just not even paying attention to something that you may see. So my next one is going to be The Art of Non-Selling, another one of my most popular videos. I did some of it here, but I'm going to actually be doing that in the next week, so stay tuned. I will let you know. Oh, Charisse is the one that told me, Sarah. Yes, the brushes are in the attic of the hotel, Karen. Good one, Karen, good one. And I would like to thank Karen for being here with us today and for letting us use her name, because it gives us giggles. Yay, Charisse, thank you so much. I hope this helps. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm gonna tell you what, I am gonna put this video personally in a folder on my phone, so that I always have access to it. I'm also going to share this on YouTube so that the link is available, but you guys, this is public, so you can share it, you can sprinkle wherever. And I'm also gonna put it in the units in my team pages, okay? So just some ideas going forward. This is just some basics that I hope, it's my intention that all of this helps to calm your brain, because this is how I think of it in my head, and it calms my brain on how to position things and how to sell the different products. And as I said before, you have so many yesties here that are more than happy to help you. We have a great support system. You have a support tab in your back office that will answer all of your questions. There's FAQs that you just type in what your question is, look at the website, check out all of the information that's there. And then all of the training in your back office, all right? So thank you guys so much. Have a beautiful weekend. She's my oldest, but I still call her my little one. She's graduating from 8th grade. We do a drive-through graduation today, so we colored on the car. We're very excited. We're gonna be celebrating her tonight. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Bye.